Hi friends, hope all of you are doing really great. So for last few days, uh, I have been listening to a wonderful lady, Dr. Maya Angelou, and I bought one of her books and I'm reading it. Mostly tomorrow, by tomorrow I'll be able to finish it, and also have read some of her poems. So I thought that maybe I will share something about her today with you all. So maybe a few of you would have already heard, and you would already know about Dr. Maya Angelou. But for those who don't know, I will just give you a little bit of context before I recite that poem, "The Caged Bird." Not the caged bird, just the caged bird. So Maya Angelou, she was American and she was black, and there are various trauma that she experienced during her childhood, and the discrimination that she experienced because she was a black. And so there are so many things about her life, and she is best known for her autobiographical works, and there are 7 autobiographies, and the most famous is this one which I am reading, and the title is "I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings." Okay, so she is. I'll just read it. I will read something about her from the book itself. So, Dr. Maya Angelou was one of the world's most important writers and activists. Born 4th April 1928, she lived and chronicled an extraordinary life. Rising from poverty, violence, and racism, she became a renowned author, poet, playwright, civil rights activist, working with Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, and memoirist. She wrote and performed a poem on the pulse of mourning for President Clinton on his inauguration. She was given the Presidential Medal of Freedom by President Obama and was honored by more than 70 universities throughout the world. So, I mean, she was a lady with many feathers in her cap, and so first of all, I would request, I will put a link of one of her poems, "Still I Rise." So I have listened to it many a times, and it's like really, really, to tell you something about that lady, you can pause this video and you can just listen to her, like her stage presence, her content of the poem, and the way she is delivering, like she is owning the stage, and the theater background that she has, that also she is bringing, and she is like completely into her poem. So she is a phenomenal woman, and you can just listen to her. I will put a link of that particular poem on the in the description of this video. That is, the poem is "Still I Rise." So she is mostly known for her autobiographical work. So she has written 7 autobiographies, and this one is the first in the series. So in this, she is talking about her childhood. Okay, and the last of her, so there are 7 autobiographies. The last one is "A Rainbow in the Clouds." So she, a lot of times she talks about this concept, rainbow in the cloud, that is primarily from Bible. So in that she says, everybody has clouds in their life, so you should try to be the rainbow in their life. And in her life also, she met various people who didn't who didn't who believed in her. So those were the rainbows in her life. So she is saying God puts rainbows in the clouds so that each of us in the dreariest and most dreaded moments can see a possibility of hope. So you can, if you are interested, you can search about this rainbow in the cloud. She has many speeches in where she is, just talking about this thing only, rainbow in the cloud. Then she has many famous poetries to her credit. So I told you about "And Still I Rise." By now, maybe you would have already listened to her and you would be able to associate what I am trying to say. So the her stage presence is terrific, electric. So, and then "On the Pulse of Morning." So that is something she recited for President Clinton on his inauguration. That video is also there on YouTube. Then Phenomenal Woman. So Michelle Obama and this Oprah Winfrey, they are big fan of this lady. And in some of the videos I saw that I listened to Michelle Obama, and she was saying that she was really inspired by Maya Angelou and this particular poem, Phenomenal Woman. Then A Brave and Startling Truth. That is something she decided, this poem she decided at the UN. That poem talks about, peace and all such sort of things. So yeah, so maybe you can explore on your own in case you are not aware of this great lady Maya Angelou, and it's really very nice to listen, just to listen to what she is speaking. So that's how I got hooked to listening to her videos on YouTube. So yeah, so that is what I wanted to tell you about her. And then I will just recite one of her poems, and that is Caged Bird. So to give you the context of this particular poem, so in this Maya Angelou, she is talking about two birds. One is the free bird, and another is the caged bird. And in all her writings, she is primarily concerned. Her primary theme in most of her poems is the discrimination between black and white. So we all know about apartheid and the kind of discrimination there, just by the virtue of being born a black, those people have and still face. So that is the basic theme of most of her poems. So in this, so she is talking. So that is the free bird. The white people, they are the free bird, and black people, they are the caged bird. They represent a caged bird. I'm sorry, yeah, caged bird represent the black people. So she is talking about like how there is a free bird, and he dips his wings in the orange sun rays and dares to claim the sky. So those people, they are very free and they can claim the sky. They can do anything, whatever they wish to do. Whereas the black people, they can just stop, and they are bars of rage. They are caged, and the bars they are of rage because they are very angry because of all this discrimination. And the caged bird is fear. He is fearful. And the free bird, he can eat whatever he desires. So he's talking in this poem. She's talking about fat worms. The free bird can feed on fat worms. So that is like a metaphor for they can do whatever they want to do, and they have all the luxuries at their disposal. And whereas a caged bird stands on the grave of dreams. And the best part that I like about her poem is, where is it? Yeah. The caged bird sings with a fearful thrill of things unknown, but longed for still. So the caged bird does not know about freedom, or the caged bird is longing for something that the bird is longing, but the bird does not know what he is longing for, because he does not know what freedom is all about. So that is the part that I like the most. So I'll just quickly recite the poem, and then you can, in case you are interested in listening to Maya Angelou, I'm sure you'll really enjoy, and you'll get inspired by her. So I'll just recite this poem, Caged Bird by Maya Angelou. A free bird leaps on the back of the wind and floats downstream till the current ends, and dips his wing in the orange sun rays and dares to claim the sky. But a bird that stalks down his narrow cage can seldom see through his bars of rage. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The caged bird sings with a fearful trill of things unknown, but longed for still. And his time is heard on the distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom. The caged bird thinks of another breeze, and the trade wind soft through the sighing trees, and the fat worms waiting on a dawn bright lawn, and he names the sky his own. But a caged bird stands on the grave of dreams. His shallow shouts on a nightmare scream. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The caged bird sings with a fearful trill of things unknown but longed for still, and his tune is heard on the distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom. So that is all that I wanted to share with you. So please go and in case you are interested, you can read her autobiographies and her poems. Yeah. So that's all from my end. Thank you. Bye.